Yeah. YMP. This is off the record though. I'm from the outview. Can you see it on an atlas? My good became great with the repetition of practice, and it's all me. What you mean I had to ask first? Made it from a time where life felt like it's moving backwards. Time's money, life short, so I'm straightforward. Why? Because I stand out and makes the picture awkward. If it's the reason that I think, well then it's not important. You just running your mouth mad, you don't get a portion. Don't know what it is, but I got it. Change in my life bigger than a change in my pocket. You can hear my chain shaking, and that's what makes me a target. I can't help but feel safer doing business in my office. Suit and tie spotless, I'm weighing up my options. Taking out these rappers that said nobody can stop them. Plus my swag tight, I've got models checking their posters. So why do I need designer when I myself am an artist? Smarter than the Martian, fresher than a garden. Pardon, well I was gonna kill it like a...
It's a walk with Mel. Welcome to today's episode, and today we are chilling with Wesley Williams, also known as Wella, a poet, a musical artist, an entertainer, a storyteller. It's so cool to have you here on the show. Welcome to a walk with Mel.
Thank you for having me, Mel.
Awesome, man. Yeah, awesome. And then, I'm gonna jump right into it. Please tell us how things started for you. Like, I know that you started way back in 2009, if I have it correctly. How did things start for you in the music industry?
Oh well, as I've told you, I've been through all the elements of hip hop. I've started dancing. Basically, it all started with my elder brother. You know, when your elder brother does something, you're like, I want to be like Buddha.
Yes,
so
that's
how it started. I started drawing to the point where he stopped and he started dancing.
Okay.
And being the little brother, I started doing the same thing up until he grew up, obviously, and started working.
Yeah.
And then from there, I took it on myself. It happened in high school where we actually started having ciphers, and I was the guy that used to beatbox. And then one day I just decided, look, I'm going to start writing my own lyrics in privacy, and so I built up the confidence to actually do it in the cipher. And from that day, the reaction I got just sparked something that just kept burning till today.
Amazing.
So that's how it started. That's how Wella started.
It's so cool. Wella, and tell me, how did you get the name Wella?
It actually started as Weza.
Weza.
I decided to put my own spice in it. You see the at in the name. Wella is spelled W-E-L-L at.
Ik zie een at,
when you're on social media, when you put the at, basically it's used to mention or tag someone in.
I get you.
So what the name actually means is me trying to create a certain connectivity through my music to my audience.
Yes.
So that's for you guys that's wondering what the at is about.
It's for you. It's for you. Yeah, so please tell us about your life growing up.
Okay, so my mom and most of my siblings are very academic, so my mom actually took it a bit hard on herself when I told her that music is what I want to do. And I grew up in a home where my dad is alcoholic, but has a drinking problem, and basically I was the one that he used to always, pick on as a lighty.
That's hectic.
So up until the point where I grew up and I could think for myself, I decided, look, it's either I let this torment me and turn me into a worse person, or I find a way where I can put all this emotion into one package.
And that makes you, breaks you, no?
It actually made me really, really strong.
Wow.
It built a lot of character. So if you listen to my EP that I dropped in 2004, the first song on there is Break Free, which actually gives you the whole run-up about what happened at home between me and my dad, and the relationship actually forcing me to leave home for a couple of months, coming back. And as you listen to the rest of the track, it basically tells you from where I came from and how you actually what type of person I am today. So the last track on Pre-Incarnation is Double Cups, which I would suggest that anybody listens to on a Friday evening.
I said, okay.
Break Free goes from the hurt, the suffering, and Double Cups is basically the song where the day you leave work and you go into the club, you picking up the brass. And it's basically a celebration. So Pre-Incarnation takes you through that whole journey from where I started and where I am.
It basically tells the story of your life.
It's like a movie.
It is a movie. It is a movie. And the cool thing is, it's a choice that you have to make. We all are faced with choices, and like you say, it builds a stronger character. You know what I mean? And then you also say, when it comes to you performing to the crowd, you want them to remember you, and you want them to take a piece of you. Take a piece of you. So please tell us, like, what do you mean when you say that?
You see, it's a different story when I'm in studio. That's me putting what my material on a track. But when you see me live,
Yes, it's another story.
Totally different
Hello.
story.
Hi.
Because when I'm on stage, what I do to make the crowd remember me is I like to involve them in my
Yes.
performance. So I get them to sing my songs along. I make it fun for them.
I
Maybe
get what
go,
you're saying.
you know.
It's like you're all performing.
Yeah, it's like everybody, because I want them to know that I know that they are there.
I know what you mean.
You see, so when they listen to my track,
Acknowledgement.
not only can they relate to my song, but when they see me live, it's like that feeling, that
Get what you're
connective,
saying.
because energy is very transferable.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take that negative energy from, let's say, for example, like Break 3.
Yes.
And if I perform it live,
Yeah.
everybody in the building is gonna enjoy it, and you see,
Amazing.
everybody's just gonna leave that same night with less stress on their mind
Amazing.
and emotion.
That is beautiful. Less stress. I like that feeling. Speaking about that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Please keep it tuned into A Walk with Mel. We're out here with Wella. You best believe you're coming back, and then he's going to spit some bars. So don't go anywhere.
Dessert.
Muscle Dynamics, your ultimate nutrition partner in your journey. Be focused. Challenge yourself. Progress. Rise and achieve. Believe. Be focused. Be fit. Be number one. Muscle Dynamics, your ultimate nutrition partner in your journey.
Yo, so I'm that outview rapper everybody has been waiting on, the one you all been hating on. They too afraid to take me on. When it comes to making hits, these other rappers taking long. My flow change, you can say I'm a chameleon. Call me transporter, you sell your tape on quarters. My tape be over borders, as being bought by tourists. Haters hate me because they know they just cannot afford it. My flow sick and looking fly, just the doctor's orders. Well, I on the mic, you know I'm making history. Picture me at the top, I will be there eventually. About to reach my goals and you can't even score a penalty. Money's like a bad joke, these haters saying getting it. Catch me at the garden, just always busy hustling. About to snap next when the scarlet kid coming in. Stuyvesant with something in, never coming down again. Spend a day in town so the scuttle keeps on doubling. Easy boy, animal on beats, I'm a creature. These rappers hear my verses, now they begging me for features. But what I do is easy, it's like coloring a picture. Never miss a day of work, even on a leap year. Get up in your buzz like Joey Gricker, you a cheater. DTF chick, but if not, then I delete her. Always like to see a naked pic before I see her. The mother of my child, I smoke the bud and then my seeds hers. Well,
Wella, ik zeg
Yo.
voor jou, that's levels. Hello.
levels on levels, walk with Mel.
You better believe that's how we do. That was awesome, man. Wella in the building. It's a walk with Mel. It's fire on the show. Talent is real. Ik zeg voor jou, as a colored klong, jullie moeten het believe,
Colored
man.
klong.
That is dope. That is amazing.
Thanks,
and
thanks.
I can hear the passion. I can see when you're rapping, you love it, man. Like I can see you say,
I love it, man.
happy. Ik raak zo happy for you. You know, to tell us, I mean, waking up. How do you wake up every day and do this every single? Like, what keeps you motivated? Because I can see the passion in you. I see it. Like it's so real.
What keeps me motivated is, like, you see, when I wake up, like we spoke about, I have a 9-to-5
Yes.
job. So getting to work and coming back from work, and besides everything else I have to face on a daily basis, music is for me not just something I decide that I want to do. It's something that's part of me. So everything I deal with, all the stress, all the emotion, even happiness, it's basically, music is just like a funnel for me to get to release all this
Well
energy.
said. Well said.
So music is not a choice for me. It's what I do, what I live for.
Love it, man. That is beautiful. It's your choice, yes, your lifestyle.
It's not a choice. Like if I go a day without listening or making music, it feels literally like I'm gonna pop.
Wow, that is
So-
intense. So it basically makes life easier. And then tell me, you said earlier that you started as a poet.
Yes, I did. My first poem that I wrote was actually in grade 3.
Wow, you started from the bottom, now we're here.
So it was a really corny poem. It
Oh,
was
man.
about this character that actually was inspired by La Bamba.
La Bamba Beef.
Yeah, the guy on the packet
Yes.
dancing with his lady, and then I made a poem. I can't remember the poem right now, but yes, the
That is
poetry did
beautiful.
inspire.
Poetry definitely inspired you. Then let's talk about the event that you used to host that you spoke about earlier.
Underground Royals,
Yes,
yes, it's
absolutely.
basically a platform for a variety of entertainers. We used to have poets, dancers, and hip hop acts. You know,
Yeah.
MCs from the underground to commercial Cape Townian hip hop.
Amazing.
It was basically just wonderful, and
So
it's still
cool.
even running, even though Willa's not the host right now.
But it's still going.
I would suggest everybody to go check
Definitely,
it out.
that's amazing. And then what does hip hop mean to you?
Hip hop is everything to me. I mean, if hip hop wasn't introduced to me, I would probably be like a druggie or
I
a
know what you
criminal.
mean.
You see, because
the choices in life, like once again.
the choices in life is very important, and I thank God and the people who inspired me to do this every day. So thank you to people like Gideon, thank you to
Yeah.
people like Celeste Mitchell, thank you to people like Reddy D
Obviously,
for
that made a
inspiring
way,
me.
yeah, that made a way for
because
you.
the first time I was the first major step I took in this industry was being introduced to hip hop in the Reddy D show
Cyphers,
Cypher.
yeah.
So the first time I got the word of this cipher,
Yes.
I didn't have the necessary transport to get to town
Get
and
what you're
back,
saying.
so I took the leap of faith to actually steal train. I wouldn't suggest it.
But that's how passionate you are.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I went through not knowing how I was gonna get back, and I
Sure.
got to Greenpoint. I did what I came there to do, and Reddy D was impressed. Celeste Mitchell was impressed too, and then after the show, like when they were packing up, I was still sitting there, and Celeste approached me asking, "Yo, how are you getting home? Do you got a ride?" And I told her, "No, I don't got a ride. I still train to be here tonight just for the cipher." And yeah,
Yo, that is heavy, bruh.
she ended up dropping me at home.
That is amazing, but it just shows your story, man, because there's other people watching that maybe, you know what I mean, has a similar story that wants to do it and they're afraid. You're not afraid, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I try and relay the message over to a lot of fellow artists,
Yeah.
especially from my own hood.
Yes.
When they ask me about the cipher, and you know, it takes a bit more than just having the money to fund into this industry.
story.
It takes the passion and the drive also, because if someone's gonna tell you you can't do it, and you're
Sure.
gonna let them tell you that,
Exactly.
it's not gonna work. If
Exactly.
you're gonna just sit back because you don't have this to get somewhere, it's not gonna work unless you
Exactly.
actually take the time and take the effort.
You need to make the effort.
to actually make the move to get to where you want to be.
Amazing, amazing. And then obviously, just share with us quickly, like any highlights in your journey so far that you can.
Well, one of my highlights, or a few of my highlights, is one, going to Good Up FM for 10 weeks straight,
Yo, that's amazing. That's levels.
headlining Winter Wonderland 2014
Yeah,
at the
buddy.
Good Up Center, appearing on Hectic 99 in 2014,
Amazing.
and most importantly and recently being signed to IMG.
Represent. Hey, buddy.
Oh, and I forgot, Pre-Incarnation EP sold 1,000 copies.
Wow.
It was of myself.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yes.
That is so beautiful.
In the span of a year and a half, I used to carry copies on me wherever I used to perform.
Wow.
So after my performance, I would actually tell people that, look, your boy just dropped this tape.
Yes, I know what you mean.
And, you know, if you-
Business-wise, you need to be clever about this as well. Amazing.
You see, so I had to think about it in a whole different perspective, not only as an artist but as a business,
Of course.
as well. So yeah.
Awesome.
For
And then
my
how do you balance it all? I mean, if I look at you, you work, you perform, and you take yourself seriously as an artist. I mean,
I
you
do.
sold so many copies, which is amazing. How do you balance doing it all?
I'd say I'm still learning myself.
I know. I'm there.
But I try and keep things like time wasters really limited, or I try and cut them out of my life as much as I can. So negative people I would obviously remove out of my life, as
Amazing.
well as people that want me to be there just for their own benefit.
Yes, leeches.
Yes.
Yes, I get you.
I like that word.
Yeah, leeches is the
so
word for
people
them.
that would like come to my performance and treat me a certain way just to
I know what you mean. To use you to get somewhere.
Exactly what I mean, and it happens with a lot of artists also.
Exactly.
Like,
Especially in this industry.
this industry of full of a lot of snakes.
You need to wake up. And I was going to ask you now, what do you think, what can we work on in this industry? How can we improve things? Like, what are the things that you think we can add to make things better?
The support between Cape Town artists are really at a critical level right now, because I get everybody's in this industry and everybody's competitive.
Yeah.
But at the same time, one artist shouldn't, degrade another artist for what he's doing, no matter how different his style is.
True
so
story.
me and my team, Boris and Dante, we speak about this really frequently, and it's not like if I know another artist and his style is totally different, I wouldn't feature him.
True, I got what you're saying.
Or I wouldn't
you support each other no matter what level you're at.
Or I wouldn't go to his event, because even though me and this artist won't feature or get on the track together, I can still go to his event and give his track a share on social media or something like that.
It motivates each other as well. It's a motivation for that person to keep going.
I mean, if you're supporting one artist and you give him just like a little motivation to up his game, it's something that's eventually going to lead you to up your game.
True story. You always have to be on a level there.
So competition is always good,
because you grow. So
both,
true. And there's a lot of selfish people in this industry, in life, that doesn't want to give because they're afraid that you're going to
grow. I don't want to give Wella the support, because I know Wella's already...
Wella gaan op het raak. And then what's the vision for Wella? If you look at Wella right now, what is the vision for you?
Well, my vision solely is that I'm gonna do whatever it takes for my team to bring a Saha home this year or in future, because as the people probably know, IMG has
they've been nominated and they've been there before.
Nominated for Saha Award. We were running in the same category as Ready D.
Amazing.
So that's the objective. So watch IMG with the microscope this year.
Very well. That's in the building.
Come,
Shut, man. And then obviously, what advice would you give to young people watching?
To young people, the younger self.
The younger self? The younger self, we can go to the younger people watching.
To all the younger artists and my younger self out there, I'd say work with your money properly. Don't spend it on booze. Be open to positive criticism.
Sure.
And don't let negative people break you down.
Sure.
Keep pushing and just give all praises to God.
Amazing, man. Ek voel so motivated na die interview. And then the social media, where can people catch you? Where can they get your music if they want to support you?
Facebook at Wella187, Instagram and Twitter, your boy Wells. And you can get my music on AudioMac and SoundCloud at Wella. Just like it's spelled, WELL.
You best believe.
That's what it is.
Wella's in the building. It's a walk with Mel. Super excited. Thank you so much for joining us. That was like levels. I always feel when I have such talent in the show that I must start working on myself.
Maybe next time I can interview you.
Next time, David, noite, I mean, you've been a host before, so I believe you can do it. So thank you so much for joining us. Wishing you all of the best.
Thank you, Mel.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you for watching.
I said my name is Wella. I said my name is. They see my face upon a CD cover. How it feel to know Mother Nature loves you. I'm alienated by my own brothers. We used to be part of the same struggle, grew in the same jungle. Now they're hating my hustle because I pay double. Put the puzzle together, well that's the missing piece. Jesus peace, hanging for my neck so you can stay in peace. Unleash the beast, no 666, I'm here to bring the peace. Bring the heat, track on repeat to make sure you stay deceased. Say me a lower tolerance.